Hello there.
Listen, I want to start off with this reaction by saying I know a lot of people seem to be frustrated by Boardwalk Empire Season 5 itself, and I feel like if you are a fan of these historical figures or very interested, by the time period and everything that went down, I feel like the time jump itself would have been a little bit jarring for most viewers, and them wanting to see a lot of interactions, a lot of the things that went down in Chicago, New York. You have Maranzano come out of nowhere. You see, Lucky Luciano with a scar now, and his eyes a little bit stuffed up, and you see loyalty changes. You see, AR die off screen, and yeah, I feel like a lot of people who are very invested in the time period and would have been invested so much in this show and were excited to see these depictions would have been a little bit copped out by it. Now, as an individual who doesn't know too much of the history, I'm still loving the show. I'm liking season 5 thus far, but I can understand why a lot of people would have been completely pissed off. And it's a hard part from the writer's standpoint to know what to include and what not to include when you only have 8 episodes to work with. One of the comments was saying that apparently this was meant to be a 6-season show, which is absolutely insane. Just imagine the amount of glory we could have got with an extra 24 episodes, and we've got that cut down to 8. And I'm sure they wanted to cover heaps of ground. I'm sure they would have covered so much ground for that 6-year time period, and that 6-year time period could have been a season in itself. I was saying just last reaction, that 6 year time jump could have been well done with how well this show covers ground in that 4 episodes that has been cut short. Like, they could have at least done something to cover that little bit of ground in 4 episodes and make it up. But yeah, to get cut from 6 seasons potentially to 8 episodes, from 24 episodes planned to 8 episodes completely, like that's gotta hurt. And from a writer's standpoint, I feel like their backs were against the wall, and I feel like they're doing a good job thus far from my standpoint, in terms of like covering the future of the 1930s and what Nucky's trying to basically shore himself up with, and it's interesting. I like it, but yeah, I can see how a lot of people would have been pissed off that AR was killed off screen. We don't get to see the change in hierarchy or the sort of the integration of the families, I think, in Chicago and New York, with Maranzano, and how Al slowly took over, and how Al is sort of like the figure he is currently, getting variety interviews and things like that. So yeah, I know this has been a long intro, but I just wanted to address certain things. And yeah, it's a shame that this show obviously, got cut to 8 episodes in its final season when there was a 6-season plan completely. But it still doesn't take away from the fact that this is one of the most underrated shows of all time, and I'm appreciating its greatness. So what's going on, guys? My name is Elie Moses, a 24-year-old law and film student here from Sydney, Australia, absolutely shooting a shot, and today we are up to episode 3 of Boardwalk Empire Season 5, nearly at the halfway point. It's a shame. This one is titled What Jesus Said. We're going to get into the reaction. We're going to have some fun with this thing, and as always, let's absolutely smash it. Let's go. And at the same time, whatever was teased at the end of season 4 in terms of like what Narcisse was going to provide to Hoover, that's completely been, glossed over too. Like, that's a 6-year time period where, okay, what happened with Narcisse and Hoover? Like, what's Hoover's moves been? I feel like he was, set up to be one of the most integral figures for this season, and we haven't seen him thus far. Chalky White! I think it is. Or it must be his electricity power. Oh, that's Chalky, the one with the different shoes. Damn, Chalky White gonna chin. Yeah, he about to channel his inner Rocky. Let's go. Down the egg.
Said a safe. Where that? Somewhere. This the right house or not? These look real, but they ain't.
I just want to find out how Chalky came to be
Spare
arrested.
some clothes at our field. Now let's go. Buck, this ain't no place to be now.
Good morning,
Is the working theory Narcisse gave the information to Hoover?
know who we are? Went to church regular. What they taught me. See, you can fool people. But the good Lord always knows.
Poor girl, man. Yo, surely
Can't
Chalky
say.
getting flashbacks to his daughter now.
Go on.
Boy,
Damn, surely the broken glass. As if that didn't wake him up. My guys had a full banquet before they came downstairs.
boy.
Boy!
Yo, Kratos would have been proud, man. Boy, boy, boy.
Family, friends, respect, judgment in the eyes of an all-seeing God, and call it a price worth paying?
I would. I definitely would.
That's how we are. Men like us.
They not like
all or
us.
nothing.
Like I putting,
Schultz,
he putting all that information on Lil
Counting
Nucky.
on you.
Yo, my guy getting the Tommy experience. How is
What are the Roscoe's for?
Doyle still alive,
Guess I
man?
want you to get them.
I'm trying to run a business here.
It's my business you're running.
Doyle's been alive for 4 seasons plus 6 years and currently season 5. That's insane.
They told the Indians they could keep Oklahoma.
How'd they get wrapped up in this?
He got bunda fam. Damn.
Bring the muscle.
Who's gonna load the trucks?
There's 8 million men looking for work.
Those bums down by the rail yard?
Hey, Nucky.
I could have traveled there myself for all the time it took. Hello?
Well, I thought it was funny.
How's our man at Bacardi?
And quite the conversationalist, too. So what do we do now?
I've got a big fish coming down from Boston, looking to get into the liquor business.
What rock did you find him under?
He's a Wall Street man, among his other interests.
Is that Kennedy?
Well, I'm glad that my investment's well protected. What's so funny?
How's that for an omen?
Turn it up. Let's listen together.
He in love. Should just put a ring on it, man. You went from bartending in Florida to Cuba, man. You got the upgrade. Miss Nellie Blythe. Who the fudge is that?
Are you familiar with the name Abe Redstone?
Yo, could that be a letter
Only
from
vaguely.
Gillian, potentially?
He was a client of Mr. Bennett's. He liked milk, as I recall.
Was it?
I haven't seen him in quite some time.
Are you aware that the name Redstone was an alias?
No.
Sir. I was not aware.
Arnold Rothstein. Do you know who that is?
Definitely
I
not.
take it you read the tabloids.
The advice columns mostly.
Mr. Rothstein was a rather notorious figure, well known to law enforcement.
A gambler and a bootlegger with ties to the narcotics trade.
That was never proven.
My,
Abe Redstone was one of his many aliases.
well, as I said, it's been years.
Rothstein died in 1928, murdered by persons unknown.
And yet his account, or Mr. Redstone's account, has been very much alive. 18 cash withdrawals since then, totaling $111,000.
Probably his wife.
No mention of this account in his probate proceedings.
It seems that your Mr. Bennett had been siphoning the funds and using
Oh,
the money
okay.
to play the market himself.
And losing.
My goodness.
Mrs. Rothstein is conferring with her attorney. Legal action against the firm is imminent.
Someone needs to answer for this.
You said it was Mr. Bennett.
Are these not your signatures, Ms. Rowan?
I signed a great many pieces of
These are the
paper.
ones we're interested in.
Damn, she on. Damn, listen. She might be cornered
Don't
here,
have
man.
much, but take whatever you need. Take it and go.
This ain't chalky white, man, but I guess desperate times call for desperate measures.
in the purse.
That's my pay. Part-time at Kresge's, that's what they pay me.
Where your man at?
My husband?
You on your lonesome way.
Father works for Mr. Zimmer.
Hans?
He's running a farm auction over to Chambersburg. He's coming back soon.
We won't say anything.
Flies before the Lord.
This guy might be worse than Pernsley, man.
That's the awful thing about him. Go on, Hanley. Make him scat, go on. They hear me, they gonna know something wrong. You said you knew about the telephone.
Electricity.
This here lady said.
Father. He always calls to say he's on his way.
I can tell him that everything...
They're safe in that cellar. Don't you tell me otherwise. I done seen it with my own eyes. I'll never forget it. So, head on down there now.
Oh, so he was saying before, is this the house he used to work at potentially? Or he used to work
Do what
near
he
here?
say.
He's got some connection with his old work or something along the lines of that, or what he did before.
We could go get it. Fern and I.
That's so.
Going to town. Tell them to open it up.
And where we gonna be, Miss Fern?
You can wait here. I'll wait with you.
I'll wait. And you go into town.
And bring back the police.
Is that all right?
Asking him for 3 days on the run with this man, don't say nothing, don't ask nothing, but he know all about schools and banks.
I'll stay. Fern can go into town and get you what you want.
The Lord, the Lord, the Lord. What you got in mind? Time up. Father come back, he find him. We get ourselves something else along the way. Along the way to what? Wherever we headed. We ain't headed nowhere.
This new chalky venture is interesting.
How do you wish to be addressed?
I'm good with Charlie. Benny. Ma called me Pitzilla.
Friendly little names.
Yourself?
Whatever you prefer.
Doctors make me nervous.
My concern is with the spirit more so than with the body.
Try that line on the next skirt you chase.
Yes, indeed.
You had that deal with Joe the boss.
We engaged as necessary.
Mr. Maranzano would like it to continue.
Perhaps one day our paths will cross.
That day's today.
I beg your pardon.
Mr. Maranzano's ready to do business and offers protection.
Ready to do business.
Against what?
Whatever problems might turn up.
You're in Harlem, gentlemen.
Uptown, downtown, it's all New York.
My experience is otherwise. I thank you both for your concern. And I'm sorry you came up this far for nothing.
What I love about the city. Everything's so close.
That low-key a threat right there? They do love their archway shots in this show, man. Like the cut to the wide shots where characters are standing in sort of like an archway.
A boy.
Boy! Boy! Can you drive a pony cart?
I think so.
All right, come on now.
Yo, the boy montage is
Wait a
crazy.
minute, desk. Step lively. Customer's waiting.
Thank you. 8 kids. I added up right.
Damn, that's the
One
Eli
short of the
number.
ball club. So, number 9's on the way. Thought you were always on the road. When I'm home, I make it count. So how many of you? Goes by fast. Well, hop to it, old boy. Dynasties and rising share prices. How's that? Safety in numbers.
Yo, this
My
Kennedy.
brother's got that covered. 4 boys of his own.
What
This-
line is he in?
He's looking after our interests in Chicago.
Family out there with him?
His oldest, Will. We're close. Like a son to me. Assistant U.S. Attorney in Manhattan.
That's
Walk
crazy.
Close to the edge.
There's no law against inside information.
Knock wood.
Well, I took the liberty of ordering for both of us.
What on God's green earth?
Fried in olive oil, drowned in cheese and tomato sauce.
I've seen wagon wheels that were smaller.
That better be fresh for the actors to eat.
Some Dago Red with that?
I'll stick with coffee.
You'll hurt Vola's feelings. He's got some big knives in there.
I've no wish for that. It's just, it's hard enough doing business as an Irish Catholic. I try my best to thwart the notion that we're all drunkards.
Is this the Kennedy that,
weren't lying.
you know,
Delicious.
is related to JFK and the
Bring
whole
your sauce
family?
instead.
Like he's their father, grandfather, I'm guessing? Possibly?
They judge us, don't you think? The Brahmins in their ilk. As if their fortunes just wafted down from Episcopalian heaven. I've dealt with it all my life.
Money doesn't know where it comes from. And it wouldn't give a damn if it did.
1 generation. That's all it takes in this country. If you play your hand right.
You have a gambler's spirit, Joe.
Gambling implies risk. I take the risk out of it.
He's not
How do you
Rothstein,
manage
man.
that?
By rigging the game, of course. What else is the stock market good for?
Come on, Buck, you're slacking, man.
You could take his gun. Why'd you need that?
I'm sick of Chalky taking orders from people, man.
Tell that you aren't like it.
Yes, I am, ma'am. I absolutely am. And right now, I need you to shut your mouth. Called her Maybelle.
What a pretty name. Are you going to see her? Is that where you're heading?
You need to leave off now.
She must miss
I
you.
said, leave off.
That's a very,
Forgiveness for everyone.
very touchy subject.
Baby girl, Jesus was wrong.
Oh, hey, man, you can't say it.
That's your father.
Baby girl, Jesus was wrong. The way he delivered that, man. That's crazy because remember when Maybelle was shot, I think Chalky said the exact same thing in terms of like, baby girl, baby girl, baby girl. That was fantastic acting from Michael Kenneth Williams in that scene. It was absolutely insane. It's almost as if I wanted the camera to hold on to him for much longer with how, you know, he was panicking in that state he was after seeing Maybelle shot right in front of him. It was fantastic. And then the camera cut away because of everything that was ensuing at the time. Man, that was an insane scene. And he called Fern there, baby girl. And that's what Jesus said. Baby girl, Jesus was wrong. Forgiveness for everyone. Not in this game. Not in this game at all. Is that the newspaper? Maybe the Daily Mail? Yeah, some mail.
It's for Fern. For her spring formal.
Leave the dress alone, man. There's no need to ruin it. Well, is he gonna get her to try it on?
Put it on.
There we go.
I'm
Ah,
talking, look at me.
great.
Put it on.
Rocky, you had daughters, man. You understand. Come on.
Put it on proper.
Great. Rocky, just get that gun and knock him out. Thank you.
It's upstairs. The safe is upstairs. And we had to move it because the cellar flooded. That's what you came here for, isn't it?
Rocky was ready to
Why
make his
did you
move, I
back?
think.
Not at all. I don't keep milk in the house anymore. Turns my stomach. Do I? Don't work it so hard. It's not like you were his only mistress. What? West 57th, East 44th, Leroy or Leonard, I can't remember which.
Mrs. Rothstein.
Carolyn.
She cold, man. She cold.
Your husband and I had a business arrangement. I gave him information on a stock sale. That's all.
In exchange for what?
The apartment. For myself and my children.
And when he died?
I know what it is to struggle, and I'm sorry for...
I want the money that was in that account. My lawyer says it's open and shut. He's looked into it very thoroughly, found out all sorts of things.
Connors and Gould is close to bankrupt.
Then I'll sue you personally.
Woo!
I've nothing like that amount.
Your husband does.
I'm not married. I'm a widow.
Do you know where this is from? Arnold gave it to me. He got it at a party. They brought out a trunk full of jewelry.
Oh,
People trampled each other to grab it.
The Egyptian one.
Just the sort of thing that amused him.
The Egyptian one.
New Year's Eve, 1923.
That's crazy. Yeah,
the home
yeah.
of Mr. and Mrs.
Thompson.
Nucky Thompson. Tell me again there's no money.
Hey, remember I said, man, bad choice road. The game will hunt you down even if you think you're done from it. Even yo, Margaret copping it at the moment. Yo, imagine that. Legal battles, everything. She thought she was all good. You know, Rothstein died. The firm was going to shit. Like, and she didn't even think this. She didn't even think this through at all. Like, these future consequences were never meant to be intended, man. It's absolutely... That's crazy.
Carolyn.
Yo, even the party in 1923.
You're hurt and angry. I understand more than you realize. But you and I have a great deal in common.
No, we don't, sweetie. But we're going to. Let's see how you like reading your name in the paper next to
Carolyn Cold.
Notorious husband.
Carolyn Cold, bro. Yo, she might have to kill her. Anonymous death of Carolyn Rothstein. That's crazy, man. Yo, she gonna ruin Margaret's life. She evil. She got that evil streak in her. So is this Nucky's future wife? The first one? Is it Mabel? No, not Mabel. His first ever one that had the miscarriage and passed away. Is that her?
Enoch walked with God, and he was no more.
What?
It's from the Bible.
I know that.
Do you know what it means?
Do you?
It means he didn't die.
A question with a question.
Where do you get that?
I didn't get it anywhere. That's what it means.
If he didn't die, where'd he go?
He walked with God. Do you have to do whatever anyone tells you?
My job, I reckon. If I paid you 10 cents, would you kiss
Damn.
this pony?
Oh, right.
You don't have 10 cents. You were watching me. Huh? In the grass. No, I wasn't.
Darling, let's wet our feet.
Yes, Mother.
Oh, I thought she was calling Nucky darling, you know? I was like, oh, he hasn't been called boy.
Hey.
Pay up. Pay up.
Mr. Beckert. I brought the flowers around, but there wasn't anyone there.
Oh. Well, make sure she gets them.
That's a man who's been heartbroken right there.
Talented young lady. Kitty? I'm sure she'd love to meet you.
Take it off already!
What? Take them away. Bring us 2 seltzer waters.
Make mine a tonic.
He doesn't drink.
Coca-Cola.
Yes, sir.
The fuck happened?
I sent it back. Wants a soda.
Her tone of voice.
It's the good stuff.
I'm telling you what he said.
Whoa, Madam Curie. Give me that.
Doyle, Doyle, don't go there. Doyle, don't go there. Oh. No alcohol can go wasted. Yo, if my dad walked in on me right now, he'd go like, what the heck are you watching? That's not the girl that used to wear the top hat, right? At the Ritz, no, yeah? She died in the explosion.
Has the moment arrived for serious discussion?
Ready if you are.
Oh
I'd say
my.
that fella's likely to beat us both to the punch.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Brother, that's not allowed in the club, man.
Father wouldn't.
How you open it?
I told you my husband has the combination. He's never given it to me. I'd open it if I could. Why wouldn't I?
Your husband,
Yes.
he up in Chambersburg. All day, all night. Maybe he ain't never come home.
He will.
Maybe you're gonna come home.
does.
Maybe you're gonna come home with someone because they didn't answer the phone. So clearly he must know something's up.
No man's clothes in that closet. None in the drawers. Ain't no man's razor in that cupboard. No man, none in this whole house. I see everything.
I'll open it. I'll open it. I'll open it. Please. Liberty bonds from the war. They're nothing to you. It's all he left us. It's the only thing we have.
Buck.
Well, Buck's dead. He's dead, man. He ain't making it out of that.
What?
Her name, you said.
All right.
Does she know what you are?
She knew what I was.
Take the $9 and get out of our house.
Is this the Bunda Club now, man? What the heck? It's just ass on ass on ass. I much prefer the Onyx Club.
The Crow's
crow's nest of the HMS Thompson.
Spell anything worth harpooning?
That's white people entertainment, man.
You a sailor, Nucky? Must be. Growing up near the ocean?
My father was. Merchant Marine, before I was born.
What did he make of himself?
Not a lot, to tell you the truth.
Maybe it's what you needed.
How's that?
Fire in your belly.
He is right, to be fair.
I don't think about it much.
My father taught my brother and me to sail off Nantucket, and now I'm doing the same for my own boys. Handing it down. Feel like you're part of something bigger. Why else do we do all this?
Bacardi would make for a nice inheritance.
Is it me, or does Kennedy's accent sometimes, you know, dip into the JFK accent a little bit? I swear he sounds nearly, you know, like identical to JFK at some points. Like the accent does dip into that territory. I could be wrong, but that's what I'm getting at sometimes. I don't know if it's like a little Easter egg, and if the actor was instructed to do that at points, but it does dip into that realm a little bit.
I was slow-footed there. You beat me to it.
Doesn't have to be a contest.
Isn't it always?
It does, man.
Not if we
It
go in
does.
together.
Why you? Why wouldn't I partner with King Solomon or others of his kind? They've made offers.
Those men are gangsters.
What are you?
An advocate for repeal.
You tell me what you really want, and I'll tell you if we have a deal.
Not interested.
Then I'll thank you for your hospitality and leave you free to have your drink.
Hold. Hold.
I want to leave something behind.
We have a deal.
The young lady from earlier. Kitty, wasn't?
Yes.
Now he goes to the whiskey.
Well, perhaps I'll bring her a saucer of milk.
Oh no, okay, he poured it. Just poured it for Nucky. But is that a deal? Damn, he downing two just like that.
Lou?
The girl, oh, I was about to say, did she die?
Downstairs, now. Tend to your duties.
Yo, what did that guy do?
What is it? Bowls?
Nah, just some fella.
That Mickey Doyle?
Evening, gents. Any of you boys seen a pie I left cooling on my windowsill?
We don't want no trouble, mister.
Oh, he's gonna
I'll pull
hire
your
these
leg.
guys, right?
Enjoy your soup,
To move the stuff.
or whatever that is.
He said there's 8 million people looking for a
I
job
need
or
8
something.
men to load trucks for Mr. Thompson. Pays good.
There we go.
Pick me, mister. I'm strong as an ox.
Probably smart as one, too.
Come on, mister. Give me a chance. I've worked a farm since I'm a kid.
Ooh, since you're a kid? Why didn't you say so?
Please, mister. I'll give you half my pay. I'm real hungry is all.
$9.
There's something sus about this kid? I don't know.
In the mood for some dark meat. All the kind of turkey we got. Your girl's clean? Doctor's very particular when it comes to hygiene.
Oh, they're gonna do something here.
Take yourselves a gander. Tell me what you like.
I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, I knew. Oh my god! They sending that type of message to the doctor. Yo, Maranzano's boys don't play around, man.
Boy,
Yes, Mr. Whiting?
someone left this for you.
That's insane. Yo, Nucky receiving a letter as an adult this episode and as a kid.
I saw him yesterday on the beach south of town.
It's taken care of.
You caught him?
I said it's taken care of.
What's right.
He said he loved her.
You don't know what people are thinking. You can't stop every bad thing. It's just how it is. This is all between us. Understand?
I like this episode a lot.
Bad for business.
Only problem is it's in a season that's only 8 episodes. That's my issue. I feel like this has been a little bit of a slow burner, but I'm interested to see how it all comes full circle. Yo, the horse postcard is a violation. Abel Jeffries. Whatever. The Rizmeister. Big up Nucky. The one true love. Is that Margaret?
I'm afraid not.
Damn. Of course she comes crawling back when she's about to get effed up. Of course. Nah. We have to discuss some things. You know, the episode he says he wants to leave something behind. Margaret comes back. Maybe it's a sign. Maybe it's a sign from God. Listen, to start, you know, caring for, you know, I forgot their names, Teddy and Emily a little bit more and connecting with them, because it seems like Nucky hasn't connected with them in a while. Maybe just sending gifts and letters. That's all their exchanges have been. I like that episode of Boardwalk Empire. My only issue is, like I'm saying, is that it takes place in a season that's only 8 episodes, and next episode I'm already halfway through the season. And I liked it. I liked seeing Chalky's little adventures, but what's next for him? It's going to be interesting to see. Good to see Narcisse back. It's a shame we didn't get Al Capone and Van Alden and Eli, you know, this episode, because last episode they ran amok. Those boys were in their prime. Those boys were having a blast. It was absolutely insane. I hope you guys enjoyed my reaction to episode 3 of Boardwalk Empire Season 2. It's been your boy Elie Moses. Take care. God bless. Peace.